Oh, sorry.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of the Duman and
the little guy.
Okay, what we're going to be talking about today, and before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Mike Duman, president of Mike Duman Auto Superstore, and this is the little guy,
Eric Burns, CDC manager here at Mike Duman Auto Pre-Owned Superstore.
Now, LG, as we affectionately call them, that stands for little guy, LG. Normally that's who you would contact if you go online and you have an inquiry as to whether we have the availability of a vehicle, some specific equipment, if you'd like to check on financing, anything that has to do with our inventory, then Eric is the guy to contact. Today we're going to do something a little differently. We're not going to be talking about cars per se. We're going to be talking about what we do to these cars, how we service these cars, how we prepare these cars before we offer them for sale, and then also some services that we offer after you purchase your car. We have two major programs, and if I can just get Eileen over here to take a look, all our cars, virtually all our cars are certified Gold Star. We have a 50-point inspection. Every car has the remaining factory warranty or a minimum of a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. And then after the sale, there's additional value and benefit to purchasing the car from us here at Mike Duman Auto Superstore, and that is our rewards program, which is an exclusive rewards program. And we were going to add one other thing. Eric, if I could get you to stand right next to the sign here for a minute. You must be this tall to buy a car in Mike Duman Auto Sales. So Eric just made the cut, but we just give you a brief overview there. And then I'm going to be going through service to kind of show you what happens behind the scenes, because it's just not putting a car out there and selling it. There's a lot of preparation that goes in, a lot of time into purchasing the vehicles, who we get them from, what the mileage is, what kind of condition they are. And I'm just checking before we go outside and go through service. I want to introduce you to our buyer who doesn't know he's going to be on Facebook this morning. So Eileen, if you come over and get a snapshot of Mr. Elwood Butch Gordon, the infamous buyer of 90-some% of all the vehicles you see here. This is the guy that we go to. He's the one that supplies our cars. This man buys over 2,000 cars a year. He's the guy we go to. When you call the little guy and you want to put a special request in for that special Mercedes or Honda or a pickup truck or whatever it is, LG runs downstairs and says, Butch, go to the used car factory and find me one of these. I got to have it by tomorrow. This is the guy that gets the job done. So, Butch, how long you been here, buddy?
I bought my first car for Mr. Duman in 1995.
95.
Black Ford Taurus SHO 1993 model.
So just to give you an idea, that's 23 years ago, and he's been in the car business just about since he's been out of diapers, so it's been even longer than that. He might have still been in diapers when he got in the car business.
4 generations.
4 generations in the car business. So this is who we entrust to purchase the vehicles that we offer to the public, and because of his expertise, we got all the confidence in the world that we're offering a good product. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and walk outside, kind of get out here. I'll get Eileen just to let you know, we still got plenty of cars around. Just take a little pan there. We got cars everywhere. The sun's out, the pollen's just about gone. So if you've been hesitating on coming out because of an allergy or what have you, we guarantee it's not going to bother you today or tomorrow. We're looking for a nice weekend. Let's go ahead and walk around the dealership for a sec. LG, we got anything special to talk about as far as cars are concerned? I know we got some good price range stuff in this weekend.
Nice inventory in last night. We got some new inventory. We were going to go out later, maybe take a quick video of what's new on the lot. Some vans and some work vans, and that's one thing we haven't touched on yet is we do have commercial-like vehicles. We do have some 8-passenger, 15-passenger vans. We have work vans and cargo vans. So we not just passenger cars and SUVs. We also do offer work trucks and work vans as well. That we've been getting a couple calls on, and we're starting to see those come in now. So
okay, well we're going to walk around the front of the dealership. This is what you'll see when you come in the lot. We have 2 main entrances to the lot. The majority of traffic comes in by our sign this way on Route 10. You come right in. If you need any service at all, there's a sign over here. We got service and car wash. So we've tried to set it up so it's as convenient as possible. We do work on all makes and models. You don't have to have purchased your car here. And I'm going to talk about some additional benefits you can get just by coming in and having your car serviced the first time. We'll get you hooked up with our Silver Rewards program, which I'll get LG to talk about a little bit more in detail in a few minutes. So let's just walk around and give you an idea of what you're going to see. And we moved the car wash facility over here, so it's all convenient. You can come in and get your car state inspected, get the oil changed, get it cleaned, sit in the customer lounge, and we'll bring it back to you all in one shot. So that's been a big hit since we moved it over here a couple months ago. You just come around here, you'll drive around through the right side of the dealership. Eileen, am I walking too fast?
No.
Okay, don't trip on anything. Okay, watch you get a speed bump over here, so make sure we don't go too fast. And as you come around the dealership,
That's like a mountain for me.
You know, Suzuki's. We were a Suzuki dealer, and Suzuki decided to pull out of the United States for sales, but we are still an authorized dealer for Suzuki parts and service. So if you still got, those cars had 100,000 mile warranty, so if anybody out there listening that's got a Suzuki, we're one of the few people around that are authorized to service that. We got the, if you turn around, I get Jerry Kennedy pulling in. He's our resident parts driver and also runs the shuttle service. So we do have a shuttle service for customers. If you're close by and you want to drop your car off, we'll take you to work, pick you up when it's done. It's just another service that we offer. Jerry, smile, say hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
So, you know,
Welcome to Mike Duman.
Jerry's the guy that's going to take you in our shuttle service, and he hasn't killed anybody yet, so we feel very fortunate. And his driver's license is temporary, but he's still doing a pretty good job. Now, this is our service drive-through, and we want to, like, once again, we want to make it as convenient as possible. Right now, the doors are open because the weather's good, but in either particularly hot or cold weather, these doors come down, and we do have heat and air conditioning. This is another feature that we added when we did our remodel. Actually got this idea from a dealer on a military highway. This is a night drop. A lot of dealerships have night drops where you could drop your car off, fill out an envelope, put the keys in it. Most of them are outside. And here, this is open 24/7. This night drop is open. So you can come in, be out of the weather, grab an envelope, put your keys in it, drop it off any time of the day, stick it through the slot, and we'll be on it first thing in the morning. Now, service drive-through. Look, everybody's in there. Our service drive-through is right here. It's one of our star technicians, Mr. John. I don't know where Debbie went, but anyhow, when you first come in, what happened to Debbie? You guys see Debbie? Give Debbie a page. But anyway, when you first come in, this is kind of our service receptionist area. We have a couple of service writers over here, but as a convenience when you first come in, and hopefully Debbie will be back in a second. If not, we'll try to catch her before we go. Debbie Flythe will meet you when you come in, find out what services you're in need of, get the basic information on your car, enter it in the computer, try to streamline the process, and then from there you'll go see one of our service advisors, and they can go into more detail as to what you need done with your car and approximately how much it is. We'll wait for Debbie, maybe come back and see her in a sec.
Swing back in.
We're going to talk to the service writers. Hey Keith, come on over for a second. This is our parts and service director, Mr. Keith Jager.
Yes.
And he is, how long have you been here? Well,
Over 30 years.
over 30 years, so he's almost getting the idea what he needs to be doing, but Keith and I have worked together for over 40 years. He's got a wealth of knowledge. He is the parts and service director. So if you have an issue with anything, and sometimes things don't go perfectly, but if you have an issue with anything, Keith's here to take care of you. And we're going to go ahead and move over to our service writer. Here's Debbie. Hey, everybody say hello to Debbie Flythe. This is who greets you when you come through the door. It's Debbie Flythe, and she'll find out what your basic needs are, get you into the computer, try to expedite things, and then you will be talking to either Daryl or Travis, and they in turn will give you a detailed estimate as to what it may cost you to have your car serviced. going to the service department, having to bring your car in for service, even for an oil change or state inspection, is kind of like having to go to the dentist or checking in for your next colonoscopy. You know, it's not anything that anybody really wants to do, but you got to kind of do it. So we try to make it as painless as possible when you get here. So you can I'm not going to say you're going to enjoy the experience, but we're going to make it as enjoyable as possible. And what I might do is get Eileen, when we remodeled, we also did our customer waiting lounge. Maybe you can just take a look through the looking glass there to get an idea of who's in our customer lounge this morning. And I've asked all those people if they're okay being on camera. But the customer lounge, when we did it, it's a matter of comfort while you're here. The chairs are comfortable. We have a couple of computers set up. We've got, you can't see it, but there's a 55-inch flat screen TV on that side. We also offer free coffee, and we have a kids waiting room as well. So, and you can kind of look through the glass and get an idea what the status is on your car. So let's go back around here and talk to a couple of our technicians. And we got 9 full-time technicians, and we have some people dedicated to doing nothing but oil changes and taking care of tires, because we also do tires here also. I don't know where O is. He's kind of an airport guy. Let's see if I can find John Lassiter. John's, let's see. Where did John go? Everybody ran out. Everybody wants to get on camera here. But we're going to give you an idea of, I wanted you to speak to a couple of the technicians, because the technicians, you know, they are some of the folks that make us look good when we sell a car, because they ensure that the car is in the condition that you'd like to have it, the way that they would like to have it. So anyway, let's sneak on down. Here you see we got plenty of lifts. We got a front end machine. Everything that you need to have your car serviced after you buy it. And I'm going to let you speak to maybe one of our more experienced technicians, probably one of the most experienced technicians I've ever had the pleasure to work with, and that's Mr. Gary Dept. I know he's back there. There's Gary. Now I want you, for any of you got any idea what tools look like, I want you to scan this man's work area. Not only does he have a toolbox, but he has a toolbox with a computer on the side of it. Gary, tell the folks how much experience you got working on cars, what you like to do.
50 years.
50 years worth of experience working on cars. So this is the kind of person that we've got that's in a position to check our cars out before they hit the lot, and also to work on them when they come back. And how much do you think you got invested in just your tools and what have you here?
About $250,000.
$250,000 worth of tools. So once again, we're fortunate to have Gary here.
Kind of a shop in a shop.
Kind of a shop in a shop.
That's right.
I like that. And I'll link up behind you. We got, like I said, we got tires coming in for customers. We got electronic wheel balancers, alignment machines. Alrighty, we're gonna go just shoot around back here.
Show off our state-of-the-art facility.
Cleanup facility. Now the cleanup facility, when I said we moved it over here, we didn't just move it, we built an additional building to be able to accommodate it. So this is our old, the original reconditioning area was over here on the left, and then to our right is a brand new building and facility dedicated to nothing other than car reconditioning, both for ourselves and also for the public to come in and use. And I know, LG, have you had anybody call about that?
Yeah, we get lots of phone calls on that, and you know, you can set an appointment, you can drive on over. Either way, we'll transfer you, get you to the right department. You know, it is one of the, it's very busy back here, so maybe calling is a good idea. You can call, ask for me, ask for service. They'll schedule you right up. You know, or they can even send you right back to there, and they'll schedule you as well. But if you forget, you can always come on in, drive on in. They're not going to turn you away. So I mean, and they do a great job. We get since it's been open, I've been seeing a lot of repeat and return customers with it, and they're all happy. They come out smiling with a car that's looking good. You know, especially after they get it, you know, worked on. Now their car's driving good, it's looking good, and they're feeling good.
And a good thing, one thing about the car wash with our rewards program, and like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit more, but with the gold and the silver rewards program, with $199 service or more and a gold card, you know, an exterior wash is free, and exterior washes for our gold card members start at $10. So $10 to get a hand car wash, get your car chamoised, and have it looking pretty decent. It's hard to buy the water and the soap, not to mention your time to do that. But it's just a service that we want to be able to offer our customers. As you can see over here, we got these 3 bays. In addition to the 3 that we have over here, we can pressure wash, we can buff. If you got scratches on your car, we can take care of that. If you need, you know, your interior cleaned, we've got extractors that can do that and take care of just about any type of soiling that you may have there.
Odors, scents, things like
yeah.
that. You know, they get it out.
Yeah, we can make it happen. Hey, wait, what's shaking? It's Mr. Ray Thomas, also affectionately known as Pee Wee. He is our reconditioning manager. And Pee Wee, how long have you been here? 15 what, minutes?
15 years.
Been here 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah.
Still pumping and going.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
And one good thing about Ray, if we need him to do something, he's got one remark for you. It's all in a day's work,
There
right?
you go. All part of the day.
And when he does a car just like the way he would be doing his own car. So we
Right.
appreciate the time
Exactly.
that you put in and how you take care of our customers.
I appreciate it.
This is a good example right here. This is I have the customer coming in to take a look at this car in about an hour and a half. So before somebody comes in, you know, this is what I'm going to do. If you call me, give me a call, set up an appointment. I'm going to get it nice and cleaned up for you. You're not going to come in and look at a dirty car. It's going to be nice, standing tall, showroom ready for you when you come in. So when you do buy it, you do have a showroom ready car. You know, you're driving out and you don't have to wait an additional hour and a half after the deal's done to wait for your car to be done. We have it done beforehand, and hopefully, you know, it'll make it stand tall and you'll be happy.
And talking about coming in to pick up a car, we get Eileen take a look at this Infiniti QX50 over here. We actually have a customer coming in tomorrow from Boston, Massachusetts to pick this car up. Boston, Massachusetts to pick up this 16 Infiniti QX50. So when they get here, we want it to be right. So it's going to get freshened up, get a fresh coat of wax on it, and kind of get it the way we'd like to have it if we were driving 10 hours to pick up a car. So like I said, we hadn't gotten out of the car business. We got plenty of cars. I want to talk about the rewards program a little bit more. Just to give you an idea, these are the cards for our new rewards program. When you buy a car from us, you'll get a gold rewards card. And it's very similar to what you get at the grocery stores. It has a full-size card, and it has 2 smaller cards that you can put on your key ring. Even if you haven't purchased your car from us, when you come into service, we will issue you a free silver rewards card, which also has discounts on it. Every dollar you spend in here goes towards a gift certificate for up to $100 that you can use here. You can also earn up to $2,000, $2,000, right, LG? $2,000 towards the purchase of a car. So we've had customers that have bought their cars here, brought them in 4 or 5 years for service, coming in to buy another car, and they'll forget all about this program. And the salesman will say, well, have you been bringing your car in for service? And they say, well, yeah, I have. Well, have you checked your balance on the internet to see if you have any rewards points or how many you've got? Well, no, we haven't. And the salesman will go on the computer and check, and they'll have $500, $600, $700, $800 worth of rewards points that they can apply to the purchase of the car. And this is after any negotiation process. So we don't inflate the prices so we can give something away. Which is another thing, when you call LG, you look at our inventory, we don't mark our inventory way up. We don't give away, you're not getting free groceries, we're not giving away trips to the Bahamas, we're not doing haircuts, we're not doing nails. LG might go to your house and cut the grass, maybe if he gets to sell a car.
If it's raining out or something like that.
Yeah, he might do that. But for the most part, it's the right car at the right price, you know, kind of right now. And that's kind of what we've been marketing, and we kind of stay with it. So when we talk about a a discount with your rewards program and applying that to the sale prices just like cash. We want you to come back. We know to get you to come back to see us again, we have to take care of you. We have to service your vehicle and take care of you. And the likelihood if we do that means you'll come back and buy another car from us. And once again, 60 to 65% of all our business is repeat and referral business. And I dropped one of the cards here.
And one of those things with the reward points, and to touch on it a little bit more, is it's point 1 point equals $1. A lot of places will have a reward system where you see with the airlines and stuff, you got to get 10,000 points to get $100. No, you get 100 points, you got $100. You got 1,000 points, you have $1,000 off the price of your car. Which, like Mr. Duman said, it's not a negotiating tool. It's actually at the end, it's like cash down. You basically have an additional $1,000 to whatever you negotiate off your final line. Another great way to get points and build them up, not just by using our services, refer somebody to us. If you refer somebody to us and you're a gold rewards or silver, if you have a rewards card and you refer somebody to us, you get 100 points on your rewards card. So, that's awesome. So if you send somebody to me, you pick up another 100 points, and then, when you go to trade in your car, now that adds to what you've already got. So
That's right.
It's good to refer people to us and, do your service here, and you're going to rack up those points quick.
Another benefit of the rewards program, and this is kind of an exclusive, I get Eileen kind of zero in on that. We have a group of participating merchants that agree to offer discounts and free services if you present your rewards card to them. So I'm just going to read you a few of them. I can't get them all in there because we've got about 40 of them.
We have so many. There's an extra.
But I know everybody likes to eat. So we got Amici's, we got Barron's Pub, Brighter Day Cafe, the Catering Place, Jane's Biscuits,
Plaza Azteca,
Harper's Table, Plaza Azteca, Fred's Restaurant in Franklin, Sal's Pizza, and a few more. Uncorked, the wine store. They're anywhere from 5 to 15% off your check. You can go to Barron's, you can go to Amici's, you go to Azteca, you get your check, you present your Mike Duman rewards card, and they're going to knock 10 or 15% off your bill just because you're a rewards card member. And I want to thank all our participating merchants for being part of this program, because without their participation, we wouldn't have it. But it's just another added value. You can buy a car anywhere you want to buy a car. There's lots of people selling cars. So what we need to do is step our game up a little bit and go that extra mile to provide you some service, and go that extra mile to provide you added benefit when you do buy your car. So that's what we're trying to do here. Another thing we do, we got towing reimbursement program on the gold level. We will pay towing up to $100 to get your car back in here. Free Virginia state inspections for life if you buy your car here. As long as you got that car, we're going to inspect it for you free. We got free engine diagnostics, up to 2 free engine diagnostics. If you take it to any other dealer in town, they're going to charge you at least an hour labor, so you're looking at $90 to $100 to get somebody to plug up, find out why is that check engine light coming on, why is this yellow light on, why is this red light on. If you bought your car here, you can bring it in here, go through our service drive-through, they'll plug it in, do a quick diagnostic on it, doesn't cost you a quarter, whether you get the work done or not. Trying to pick out some other...
Just your birthday.
Yeah,
just for your birthday. You have a birthday every year, you're going to get $25 in points.
You get a free car wash. I think you get a free car wash on your birthday.
If you're a rewards holder, you get rewards. And we want you to come back. We want to take care of you. We want to service your car. We want to sell you a car. And we're here for all that. Any of your car needs, Mr. Duman has made it where he is here for you. We have a great parts department. We have a rental car department across the street. Yeah. We have a body shop across the street. Again, he opened up the detail shop here on the lot. We have this full service department. We have every point that you need for your car. We have all your buying needs here.
And if you bought a car here, our labor rate is also one of the lowest ones in the area. You can check it out, call all the other dealerships around and say, how much is your labor rate? And then call us. I will guarantee you that we are less than everybody out there, except for maybe one, and that's an independent. But as far as franchise dealers are concerned, Nobody's going to work on your car for less than we're willing to work on it. And in addition to that, if you have a gold rewards card, there's another $10 an hour cut off of the labor price. So that's an additional 11-12% discount on top of the already low labor rate that we have. So once again, we're here to take care of you before, during, and most importantly, after. So before we close up for today, I do want to go back and talk to one of the technicians. He must have been in the parts department, you know, picking up some parts or shoplifting or something. I'm not sure what he was doing. But we're going to catch one of the technicians because I want them to get into a little bit more detail as far as exactly what they do, how they check a car out before it's placed on the lot and offered to our customers. So we'll walk back around the corner again. And we got Mervis Knight off in the distance. He's one of our salesmen been here for a long time. And you can see when you drive by the lot, you see a bunch of cars up front. But take a look at how many cars. I mean, kind of scan these cars. All these cars that are sitting in the back, because we don't have any more room up front.
Here of cars.
You know, we got another 50, 60 cars back here. So don't assume if you don't see it when you're driving by, it doesn't mean we don't have it. Doesn't mean we don't have it coming in. And it absolutely doesn't mean we can't get it for you, because pretty much we can get anything you want. As long as they make it, we can get it.
That's right.
All right, let's see if we can find John. And I was a little worried about doing this today because it was sprinkling when I got up this morning, but now the sun's out, and I think hopefully it's killed the rest of this pollen. And we won't have to wash the cars off every
My
other
sinus
day,
will
so we keep
enjoy
it going.
that.
You got sinuses there, little guy?
Yeah, sometimes.
Little guy's got sinuses. I guess they're little sinuses, right?
Tiny
you could have
sinuses.
big sinuses in a little guy, so at least he's just got a little sinus. Let's see where John is. Hey, John. Come over here and talk to the camera for just a second. This is Mr. John Lassiter, one of our highly trained technicians. We don't call them mechanics anymore. Once you get real smart, you're a technician. So John's definitely a technician. But he, along with 7 or 8 of his other cohorts, are the ones that are responsible for ensuring that these cars are in the condition that they are before you get them. So if you would, just kind of let Eileen know the things that you normally check out and what we do to certify a car.
What we do anytime we get a car in to put on the lot is we'll go over it from bumper to bumper, check everything out, you know, from your tires to your suspension, your brakes, all the fluids, make sure they're all topped off in good condition. You know, make sure all the bells and whistles are working properly. Basically anything that you would want. You know, when I'm looking at a car to buy, anything like that is the same things we're checking out on these, and we do a 50-point inspection. Like I said, that's bumper to bumper, and you know, anything that you can imagine, that's what we're checking out.
And you did test drive every car?
Yes, we test drive every car. We put about 10-15 miles on them. Make sure that, you know, there's no vibrations, no drivability issues. We want to make sure they're 100% ready to be sold and to not have any issues when you come to buy them.
And I think just about every car that we sell, you change the oil and filter and check the air filter, so when you buy a car here, you don't have to worry about maintenance for a little while.
That's
It's
right.
not like you're going to buy a car that a month from now you got to figure out you need an air filter, or buy a car and a month from now you say, oh my goodness, my oil needs to be changed again. Because what we try to do is get it in good condition and have that short time maintenance done before the customer gets it.
If we see a car that needs brakes and it's going to need brakes a month from now, we go ahead and replace those things, so that's not something you're having to worry about anytime in the near future.
So even though the car would pass state inspection, and technically we could sell it with the brakes in that condition. I mean, if it has a low tolerance, we're going to go ahead and put new brake shoes on it, or turn the rotors, or do whatever we need to do.
We're going that step further to make sure that all those issues are taken care of when you drive off the lot.
Okay, John, I appreciate it. Thanks
Yes,
for being
sir.
here.
All right.
All right, we're going to head back up front, and I'm not sure, let's see, anything else we hadn't hit on there, LG?
You know, pretty much we hit on everything. I mean, we can never talk about the rewards program too much. You know, our inventory is beautiful. We have more cars coming in, which is amazing. I mean, you look at our cars and you think, oh wow, you got a lot of...
Butch bought like 23 cars yesterday, all really good price range cars. Butch bought 23 cars yesterday, probably will come into next week. A little bit of everything. Most of those cars are going to be sold around the $12,000, $13,000 range, and they're all going to have less than 50,000 miles on them. So it's something that you could get a nice reasonable payment, no money down, less than $200 a month, that sort of thing, and that's what a lot of people are looking for now. And again, Eileen, just to kind of maybe scan across the top of these shop doors, just to, once again, I mean, state inspections, oil change, brakes, front end alignment. We've got a $50,000 four-wheel alignment machine that guarantees that you're going to get a good alignment. It's got a computer printout before and after. We're doing tires, we're doing tune-ups, and don't forget we've got a collision center across the street. We're going to go talk to those people in one of our upcoming episodes. Go across the street, check the collision center out, check the rental department out, introduce you to some more of our employees. I'm not sure that'll be next week or not. Depends on what comes up. But I want to try to let the public know what makes this place work is the 60+ employees. It's not me. It's not really the little guy.
Not really.
We're part of it. But it just doesn't work for the customer unless you've got all your employees on board working towards the same objective, and that's customer satisfaction. I mean, in the business environment we have today, we know if we don't take care of you, there's lots of places that want your business. Let's see, LG, we got anything else going, or can we call it a day?
I mean, we could call it a day, I mean, it's a beautiful day. Come on out, take a look at some cars. Remember, give the little guy a call, 757-539-1000, or go to MikeDuman.com,
And also at MikeDuman.com, they can go on our website and you can get a detailed view, if you will, of all the benefits of the rewards program.
That's right.
It has a description in there. It has most of the merchants. It has all the benefits. So if you have a question concerning the rewards program, I mean, it's free. Call the little guy and ask him.
Right.
He's pretty well versed on it.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer questions and help you out. My job is to take care of you, before, during, and after the sale. So give me a call anytime. In your emails, you will see a link to the rewards program, to our inventory, and to our finance application. Our rewards program is just important, if not more important, than any other aspect of that email. So, check it out. And again, MikeDuman.com. Click the rewards link, and then give us a call, 757-539-1000. Ask for the little guy, and we'll be happy to help you.
All right, well, I think that's going to conclude our Friday morning session. This bright's kind of looking at the little guys a little pale, and I don't think I'm going to be rubbing any suntan oil on them. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Thanks for viewing, and we'll catch you next week.